Daley, a co-host of the Big Sky Sports Breakfast program on Sky Sports Radio, took aim at the embattled Panthers on Wednesday. "It's not good for your brand," Daley said. "If you're a parent, which I am, at the moment, if I have a son good enough to play, and if Penrith were in discussions with my son, I wouldn't want my son to go and play at Penrith, and I wouldn't want my daughter to go out with any Penrith player. At the moment it's Penrith players involved, and Penrith haven't got a great culture." Daley's comments are sure to escalate tensions between himself and Panthers Supremo Phil Gould. Gould, NSW's most successful State of Origin coach, was scathing of what he described as a toxic culture at the Blues under Daley. Gould labelled the leadership of the state as a dog's breakfast, and even threatened not to allow his Penrith players to be involved in Rugby League's showpiece event after a series of alcohol-fueled incidents. Penrith Chief Executive Brian Fletcher described Daley's comments as a low act that warranted censure from the NRL. "We're disappointed that he has tarnished the whole club by saying that," Fletcher told The Herald. "It's disappointing to do that to a club that's trying to do positive things, to keep their sponsorship and so forth, to come out and say things like that. It doesn't do the game any good." Loading, "I don't know if he has an issue with Phil Gould, that's not for me to comment on, but I know the board is very disappointed with those comments. We support that radio show by providing our players for interview, and then he says that he's always talking about promoting the game, but he didn't think before he opened his mouth." They're asked if he would ban his players from the radio station, Fletcher said, "That will be a matter for our media department. They will look at it and make a decision. We have to talk the game up, not down. We've got 10,000 juniors playing here. If this kid is 1 out of 10,000 not playing here, the rest will have to suffice." Clubs can apply for salary cap exemption for players stood down under the NRL's new no-fault policy, which sidelines players until their court cases are completed. Manly and St George Illawarra have yet to take up the offer to replace Dylan Walker and Jack de Belin respectively, while the Panthers won't seek it for May. "No. We have plenty of depth there, we're not going down that line," Fletcher said. "We'll just get on with the game. We've got people who can fill in the gap across the park," NRL CEO Todd Greenberg recently conceded. The additional costs of replacing a player meant not all clubs would seek an exemption.